Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos on 205 knows after the name. Wasteland Wednesday, in this case the Battlefield 1 edition of Wasteland Wednesday over here. Even though we don't do too great, but we do good enough. Yeah, I felt it was warm to it over here. I was finding my place over here with this little assault rifle here. Let me talk to you guys about some positives, man. Yesterday I did in Type 2, I did a little bit of the negatives I found in Battlefield, but today I want to talk to you guys about some positives, man. Let me start off with something, and I'm not a graphics whore or anything, but I love how this game looks. I love the aesthetic of the game. I like the feel of the game. I played a little bit of the single player. It was dope. Like, the missions, like, kind of the structure, the little vignette things were really cool. And I like overall just, you know, it's brutal sometimes when it needs to be brutal. And yesterday I feel like I had a guy, like, choked the guy or I killed the guy with a shovel or whatever. That was brutal. The sounds in the game I thought were pretty damn good. There's some graphical nuances which, although I respect and I really like, are kind of just an annoyance in terms of the multiplayer standing. So you'll see a lot in this map where you're coming from the outside where it's bright and you're going inside where it's a little bit darker, and it takes you like a second or two to get adjusted to the different tones, to the different lighting in the room. And from a multiplayer competitive aspect, it's a pain in the ass, right? Because you want to go in there and make sure you clear out the room. But from an actual, like, how real life works aspect, that's pretty damn awesome, man. And that's something you get used to, and I don't hold that against the game in any way. I really respect it and I like that. And the graphical style, the aesthetic of the game, the colors that they put into I mean, it's a World War I game. Like, World War I was known for trench warfare. It was like an ugly, ugly, ugly war. But these guys managed to pop, man. And some of the stuff that you do in the desert maps and some of the stuff you do over here with all the greens and whatnot, and all the reds and whatnot, is really cool, man. And the explosions also play a pretty cool aspect in the game, man. We were playing Conquest. I like leveled down a building when I was in a tank and shit. Yo, that thing looked like really impressive explosion, especially when you gotta take into account that this is on a multiplayer server. I didn't really run into any. I don't want to say I ran into any glitching or any. This is pretty sad, right? I killed a guy over there, and then this dude right here to my right. I'm like, come on, man! I was like, let me live. I didn't really run into any glitches or any, any lag or anything. There was, I think, like an instance, and I'm not sure if it's in this gameplay or not, where there seemed to be a little bit of lag. I saw the guy kind of chucking along. I think it was actually in yesterday's video when the guys were climbing up the ladder over there when I was up top. But that was very minor. Not really anything too that I'm worried about. Especially with, I imagine that maybe this weekend there was a higher than normal count playing since it was free. Maybe, I don't know how much, but then it actually had. But the aesthetic and the sound and the feel of the game is really good. And the feel is something that I want to hop on a little more, man. It really makes you feel like you're at war, man. And that's why I was mad that, like, the Conquest World took 40 minutes. But I understood the purpose of it, and it's just not for me. But I understand the purpose of it. I understand the feeling of, like, you rolling with like 20 dudes deep, just like going into like buildings and whatnot. And like we had there was a map that I think takes place in like France or somewhere in Europe, where maybe not France, maybe it's like Belgium or something like that. Either way, where it's kind of like a destroyed town, and you're kind of like you have to open up doors and go to the buildings and stuff and clear them out and whatnot. And who knows, but like I ran into rooms that were empty, obviously, and I ran into rooms that were like full of people. And here's me being confused as to how to open the door. I just opened the door, but I had no idea. Or actually, I opened it, and then this guy was here. But check that out, man. There's two things, and this kind of really exemplifies that's what I feel about Battlefield. Looked awesome, felt cool. All I thought, though, in my competitive mind was like, yo, what if somebody like just shoots me while I'm like stabbing this dude? Because it took like 12 minutes to like get this motion going. Like, damn, like, come on, man, let's pick up the pace over here. Man, my man just turned the corner at the wrong time. But the feel of the game, the fact that it makes you feel like you're in World War I, and it makes you feel like you're in this heavy situation, I really like. Another thing that I like too, and it took me a little bit to get used to, was that it really tells you how much damage you knock off people, which is kind of crazy, and it kind of details to you on point, like how much health you knocked at him and whatnot. And that's pretty cool, man, especially coming from like a Call of Duty side. I know Infinite Warfare has a health bar, but things go so quickly in that game. 90% of the time, I can't even tell you what somebody's health bar even looks like, or what mine ever looks like. We're not previewed to yours aside from, the regular red around the screen over here. But in this case, you know your health when you're getting hit, and you also know your enemy's health. If you kind of do the math, it adds it up for you in the middle of the screen and whatnot. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I thought it was a pretty good touch, and I think that was a very honest thing to put down there. It's really the game telling you, be like, yo, we got everything under control. Like, we're tracking absolutely everything. So I really like that, man. And the more I played this game, the more I just wanted. I was like, man, the maps. Talk a little bit about the maps, man. I like the maps. They were too big, some of them, but I understood why they needed to be that big for this game. But I just, as a Call of Duty enthusiast, I kind of kept looking at this game and I was like, man, what if you give me Black Ops 1 level guns or even Black Ops 2 level guns in this kind of setting, or you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be World War One, but just in this like real world setting where we can kind of go back and look at it. But give me some color, you know, give me some draft. Don't give me that Infinity Ward opaque thing, man. When I play Modern Warfare Remastered, man, one of the big negatives about the game, and it's fine for what it is, and it was definitely great at the time. There's no complaining. It definitely represents the feel of the time. But I can't begin to tell you. There's at least like 5 to 6 maps in that game of desert. Period. Like we're trying to make this thing look like the outskirts of Baghdad, desert, and here's this sepia tone we're throwing over it, and that's what it is. And this game managed to give you, I played 2 different desert maps that had 2 completely different feels to them. You know, one's a little bit more close to the water, one was actually like in a fortress or whatnot, so it was like 2 completely different feels. Same thing with these kind of outdoorsy areas and whatnot. So, given a little bit more of a realistic setting, obviously, you know, I'm not even talking about Infinite Warfare, the space whole thing nonsense. One of the favorite things I ever read was in the Investors Call of Duty. It was like, yeah, you know, we kind of surprised that, you know, the space setting didn't really captivate the audience. And I was like, well, who'd you ask? Who's in the focus group? Like, did you focus group big? It's like, literally, just text me, I'll tell you. Nah, nobody wants to go space, bro. We good. We straight on land. Space, leave space to Destiny. What the hell are we doing in space? We don't need to go there. Destiny, space. By the way, I heard a rumor that they're not gonna bring your characters over from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. Come on, man. Like, what else did you think that they were gonna do? Of course they're not gonna bring. They saw you a new game. They want you to start from scratch, B. They want you to get all that loot from scratch. Out of the way. I digress. So the feel and the aesthetic were probably the best 2 things I've found in Battlefield 1, and those are things that I definitely feel Call of Duty game can take into account. Another thing that was really cool about these maps, man, was the dynamic weather changes in them. I'd heard about them, but it's really cool, and it doesn't happen necessarily in this map. In some of the maps, it started raining halfway through. There was a desert storm type thing, like a sandstorm type thing, in the desert map, which made it really tough to see. That would be dope to see in a Call of Duty game, man, where you have a base of 12 maps, but like 3 or 4 different settings, you know. And we had that. Like, in World War I, we had a map that was sunny and a map that was the night, like the Macon map or whatever. I don't know why that never happened again. I guess it's just too taxing, but that's something that they should definitely look into.